we'll see the parts of the stomach. So stomach has 4 parts. The area where the esophagus enters, this part, this is called cardia. Cardia, where the esophagus enters into the stomach. Then this dome-shaped part, you see here, this part, this is called the fundus. The dome-shaped part. And then most of the middle part here, that part is called the body of the stomach. And last part is called the pyloric part or pylorus. Okay, so those are the 4 parts of the stomach. I am repeating again. Look at this. The area where the esophagus enters, that is called the cardia. The dome-shaped part is called the fundus. Most of the middle part is called the body, and the end part is called the pyloric part. Now, pyloric part, this part is divided into 2. First wider part, upper part, is called the pyloric antrum. And last narrow part of pyloric part is called the canal, pyloric canal. Pyloric canal. Okay. So this is the esophagus, stomach. This area is called what? Cardia. This dome-shaped part? Fundus. This middle portion? Body. And this is the pyloric part, right? Now pyloric part is divided into 2. First wider part, upper part is the antrum, and lower narrow part is the canal. Okay, pyloric canal. Now look at this. At the end of the pyloric canal, you have a sphincter, very important. That is called pyloric sphincter. Okay, pyloric sphincter. Sense? Sphincter is what? A constriction, right? It can dilate or constrict. It's like door, open and close. Okay, sphincter. So it regulates, right? But it regulates how much food stuff will enter into the duodenum. Next part is the duodenum. So the pyloric sphincter regulates how much food will enter into the next part, which is the duodenum. Okay, so that is the stomach. Now, you see, stomach has 2 curvatures. This is called the lesser curvature, the smaller one, and this big one, other one, is the greater curvature. Okay, so this is the greater, that makes sense, greater curvature, and this one is the lesser curvature. Okay, so 2 curvatures. Okay, now how many of you remember I said in the wall of the stomach, the muscularis externa has how many layers? 3. Remember that? 3. So what are those 3? Here, you see. Innermost layer, this is the extra layer. In other parts of GI tract, you have how many? 2. Remember? Circular and longitudinal, right? Here, you have an extra layer, which is the innermost layer, which is oblique. The fibers are oblique. Not circular, not longitudinal, but oblique like this. So here, oblique, then circular, then outermost is the longitudinal. More fibers, direction of fibers, that means more different ways the organ can move. Make sense? You have, if you have circular, constriction, right? You have longitudinal, shortening. If you have oblique, that means it can also move this way. Make sense? So stomach can move in different directions, okay? Contract in different directions to mix the food with the liquid secretion. Now one more thing here you need to know. Inner mucosa, innermost layer, you know that is the mucosa. Inside the stomach, the mucosa forms folds, many foldings of mucosa. And those foldings are called rugae, gastric rugae. The word gastric means what? Stomach, okay? Gastric is stomach and rugae are those foldings. Is it clear? Now you tell me, rugae can help, how the rugae can help? You know, when you eat a lot, you have seen some people can eat a lot, right? So stomach gets what? Big. A lot, okay? So the rugae, the foldings can help to expand. Make sense? When the stomach is empty, the rugae are more clear, right? Bigger. When you expand it, rugae gets more, shallow, like less prominent. Is it clear? So that allows the stomach to expand and squeeze or contract. Okay. Omentum. Omentum are connective tissue membranes. Now, there are two omentums. Here you see lesser curvature, remember the lesser curvature and greater curvature. One connective tissue membrane that is attached to the lesser curvature of the stomach and goes to the liver. So this is the liver, okay? Liver. So this is called the lesser omentum, attached to the lesser curvature and liver. This is called lesser omentum. Very easy. Attached to the lesser curvature. And another omentum is attached to the greater curvature of the stomach, like this. And this one drapes down like this, like a, if I put a cover on the table, table cover, or in a bed sheet. On the bed, we put the sheet, right? So part of it hangs like this, right? Hanging like this. So drapes down from the greater curvature like this way. And this is called the greater omentum. And this is your abdominal cavity here, right? So the front of the abdominal cavity, it drapes down. And that is the greater omentum. We have all abdominal organs, peritoneal cavity here, okay? And in front, you have the greater omentum. The lower end is free; it's not attached. So it's like a bed sheet that drapes down from the bed. So lesser omentum connects the lesser curvature of the stomach and the liver, and greater omentum drapes down from the greater curvature of the stomach, like this, and covers the front of the abdominal cavity, peritoneal cavity. Now, see here, a lot of fat gets attached to the greater omentum. Lot of what? Fat. So, here, under your muscle, lot of fat can accumulate there on the greater omentum, okay? And thick pad of fat. That is helpful actually, That is a stored form of fat, okay, in the body. One good location where a lot of fat is stored. Number two, provides insulation. Fat works as insulator. So the heat cannot easily get out from the abdominal cavity. Make sense? In the wall of your house, right, you put a lot of what? Insulators, right? like stuffs that heat cannot get out, or right. So in the wall, omentum works as insulator. Also, it protects the internal organs. So this is the lesser omentum from the stomach to the liver, that is the liver, and greater omentum drops down from the greater curvature of the stomach like this. They have dissected the greater omentum. That's why you don't see it here. It actually drops down like this, covers the intestine like this. Okay. So 2 omentums. Okay. Let's stop here.